In about 4 days from the time I'm recording this video, LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan's EZA will be dropping on Global Dokkan. Now, since this EZA is not the easiest of all time, I wanted to record this or upload this a little bit earlier and show you guys the best units to run in this event, right? Which units should you be working on right now? Which units should you be grinding up and awakening right now to take this on? Because again, there's a lot of stones attached to this. You want to be able to get those stones, get those Kais, and basically beat this EZA, especially if you have Gohan in your box. So let's hop straight into this video. I do want to mention that, guys, we literally just hit 14.7K subscribers. So thank you for all the crazy support so far. If you want to see us hit 15K, that is, you know what, that's the challenge. That is the subscriber challenge for today. If you want to see us hit 15K, if you want to support the channel, then consider subscribing, all right? I really do appreciate you. And if you don't want to support the channel today, all right, maybe you know, you don't really care that much right now, that's perfectly fine, all right? I'll convince you in the next video. Let's hop straight into this. So when it comes to taking down this LR EZA, there's two things you want to keep in mind, right? You want to run characters that have the legendary power link, which is basically every single LR in this game, or you want, you want to bring the Android/Cell Saga category unit. So this category itself is not really, you know, the strongest of all time, but there's definitely some units here that can get the job done. So obviously the only leader right now, or the only actual like legit lead, is LR Cell. He's been on so many banners that, I mean, if you've been playing this game for a while, I would say there's a good chance you have him. But if you don't, that's perfectly fine, because there's also more options for you guys to run. So first, I would say you want to consider bringing this Android 16, especially if you have him. He does give the category 3 key and 120 to all stats, which is definitely not bad. But this guy, it will actually work really, really good in this EZA, because especially if you have this LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan right here, because he also stacks defense, but this guy will get an additional 100% defense with Gohan on the team, or on the same turn, sorry, and give Gohan 3 key and 50% to attack. So they may not be sharing any links besides Fierce Battle, right? But he's still getting 3 key and 50% attack from this Android 16. So again, it's not going to be the best rotation of all time, but it can still definitely work. And you can also see Super Saiyan 2 Gohan transform, which I think is going to be a very, very cool thing to see. So keep that in mind. If you don't have Android 16, then I do think this free-to-play option right here, this Intelligence Krillin, he also has the same lead as Android 16, so he does buff the category. I will also say, though, not buff, sorry, he leads a category. This guy's actually available from the Battlefield memory shop in the Baba shop. You can actually purchase him if you've been grinding, you know, Battlefield. I don't think he's that expensive. How expensive is he? It doesn't say here. Yeah, I don't know exactly how expensive he is, but again, if you've been grinding Battlefield or taking down at least a first level or something over and over, and you've been doing your, you know, weekly missions, I feel like you should have enough to go ahead and buy this guy. He does stack defense, which I think is very valuable. I don't know how good that's going to be in the later stages of this event, but I still think it's a very, very valuable you know, asset to have. He also gets an additional 7% attack and defense with every Android/Cell Saga category on the team, and since you want to use that category, right, it's definitely going to be the best bet to see him at his best. So keep that in mind, right? So those are the other two leaders for this category. There's also a few others here, but this STR Cell that right here on this left side, he's not even on global yet, so don't worry about that. Also, this Yarjai Goku hasn't had an EZA yet on global, so don't worry about that. And these winner loser cards, I mean, they're worthless, so don't even worry about that, right? Now, again, remember that LRs on this category are going to allow you to do extra damage. Let me actually go ahead and show you guys that. So again, LRs, the legendary power link is going to allow you to do extra damage, but if you have the Android/Cell Saga category units in on the team, you're going to take less damage, mitigate his own damage reduction, right, and then cause increased damage as well. So even though legendary power is going to be an increased damage link, you really want to prioritize Android/Cell Saga category units, so just keep that in mind. Now, when it comes to LRs on this category, there isn't really that many, but the good news is a lot of them are not only been available for so long, but are also free to play, right? So this LR AGL Trunks at top here, he is a free to play Prime Battle LR. I would highly recommend getting him done. Same thing with LR Androids. They're not really that great, but they're an option, right? Now, I would not really recommend running Tech, because Tech is the typing that, you know, goes right against this Gohan since he's intelligence. But I mean, if you have no other option, you might as well get something done, right? So this Tech first form cell is free to play. Get him done if you can. Then we have the intelligence Super Saiyan Vegeta here, which again, he is an option. You can definitely run him. So he's not going to be, you know, working the best, but he's definitely an option, right? It's a free to play LR. Then for S tier, we have 2 free to play LRs, but the thing is, this Trunks, since Global didn't want to give us the S stages, we don't have access to that Trunks. But we do have access to this Frieza and King Cold unit. If you have them, consider running them. They're also going to be a decent option here. But the physical LRs are the ones that we really want to look at here. Because again, physical is strong against intelligence, so you want to prioritize physical type units. The only thing is there's no free to play physical units. But this LR cell has been available for a while. Same thing with this androids and same thing with this you know, Trunks on the left hand side here, right? So even though they've been available for a while, though, there doesn't necessarily mean that you have them. But if you've been playing for a while, I think there's a good chance that maybe you've pulled a copy or two, right? Or maybe even purchased a copy or two from the coin shop. So if you do have them, that's great. If you don't, I understand. You know, it's just one of those things where, you know, LR EZAs are not meant to be free to play friendly, in my opinion. Just keep that in mind. Now, before we go into other units here, I want to mention that the physical portion of this list here is also the most important. But the thing, unfortunately, we don't have the EZA for this physical, you know, thick Trunks here. We don't. I mean, I guess Piccolo could work. I think this Gohan could also work as well. We also don't have the EZA for this physical Vegeta on the right hand side. So it's like we're missing a lot of the power from this category, you know. So it's one of those things where it just is what it is. We have to make do with what we got. But I would mention or say that this guy would be a valuable option to run. He does raise defense on super attack, which can help you take less damage. He also has type advantage, right? Now, the thing with his defense is that it's going to be at its greatest the lower HP you have. And I feel like, again, if you don't have the strongest team of all time, then you're going to be at low HP most of the time, which makes sense, which means his defense is going to be looking really good. And every single time he comes on the turn, he will be increasing his damage received, right? So it starts out at 10%, and then every single time he appears, it goes all the way up until 50%. So if you're low on HP, this guy's going to have close to 100% defense with 50% damage reduction after a few turns, while raising defense on super attack. So again, this guy could really be a lifesaver in here. I think he could work very well. The thing is, he's not that great, and he definitely needs an EZA to increase his power. But again, he's an option for sure. Then we have this guy. Now, I know he doesn't have his EZA yet on a global, which definitely sucks, but I feel like he still low-key could be an option, and here's why. So he has no defense from his passive, which, yes, I understand sucks, but I feel like the 59% damage reduction from normal attacks, granted, right, could definitely save you in that second or third slot. Now, you want to be very careful with this Goku, though, because if you put him in that third slot, and let's say the enemy's attacking you 6 times, you better hope that Gohan super attacks you in the first or second slot, because if not, this Goku is definitely going to die, right? But with 59% damage reduction against normals, I feel like he should still be taking double digits. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like he still would be. So he's more of a risk than, you know, reward, but if he's not super attacking the third slot, he definitely could be a nice unit just to soak up some damage. That way you can survive just a little bit longer and deal extra damage to beat this guy. That's just my opinion. Next we have this Gohan here, who I actually just invested in. And if you have this guy EZA'd, which he's been available for a while now, but if you have this Chad right here EZA'd, he does greatly raise defense for 1 turn, which is going to definitely increase his defensive power. And then he gets 4 key and 70% to attack and defense at the start of turn. That's like his only main thing here, because the rest of this is if you have a Goku attacking in the same turn. And I mean, Goku's on this category, not really, you know, is there actually any Goku on this category? Yo, wow, that's crazy. Okay. Oh, never mind. There's actually okay, never mind. What am I doing? I just talked about Goku. If you have this guy in the same turn, I guess it could work. I don't know why I completely forgot about that. So if you have this guy in the same turn, then yeah, I guess it could work. But other than that, there's actually no Goku here. Is there, besides that Goku there? I mean, I guess there's this Tech Goku and wait, so does it say including Goku or is Goku includes Goku. So I guess the tech Goku and Gohan exchange unit could work. They're just that they're tech though, right? So it's like you're running a risk just by running them. They do support Goku family units, which could definitely help this Gohan here, but I don't know if it's really worth it. And again, they do also stack defense. I don't know. I feel like this ETA is gonna be hitting hard enough to where this unit right here is going to be taking more damage than anything. So let me know what you guys think about that. We have a few of the units here. So we have this Int Android 18 and it's her counterpart, the Android 17. Now these two on rotation definitely look very, very powerful. This guy stacks defense, she stacks attack. They get a total of 160. Is it 160? No, they get 150% attack and defense when they're on the same rotation. They both change orbs. She has a little bit of damage reduction, which I think is very, very powerful. And this guy has a little chance of critting. They share a lot of links. Like these two, I think could be a very solid option for you when they're on the same rotation, of course, right? If you don't have them on the same rotation, then it's gonna look kind of weak, but it's definitely better than nothing. And again, they're not the strongest units in the game, but I think these two paired up are going to allow for a lot of offensive and defensive ability there. So overall, I mean, the category is not really the greatest, but there's definitely some options here. That's why I said that this EZA, man, is not one where it's like you have a ton of options. I guess the exchange Vegeta and Trunks could work as well. Super Vegeta isn't even on global yet, so it's like we're still missing a lot, but there's still options for us to try and beat this. So again, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you take something out of this video. Hopefully you're grinding some of these LRs as we speak now. Hopefully you grind some of these free-to-play units up as we speak, because again, the last thing you want to do is not be able to beat this EZA, not be able to collect all 30 Dragon Stones plus an extra 3 from mission, so 33 in total, some extra Kais, orbs, all of that good stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new, and I will see you in the next one.